Hey guys, it's Allie and my husband from Little Hill Homestead. I got him convinced to do his famous chocolate peanut butter no-bake cookies today.
Famous?
They're famous in my books. Anyways, this is our cookie that we're making. These are still warm because we just made them. Oh yeah, they're like an oatmeal, peanut butter, chocolate.
Sugar.
Oh, that went right down my shirt.
Oh, I get the rest?
Anyways, if you want the recipe, keep watching.
I can't talk anymore.
We're quite entertaining. We think we are. Keep watching. All right, my lover, what's the first thing we do? Our pot is on high. It's a medium-sized pot.
Well, I'm going to put this butter in here because my wife took 2 minutes to get that thing ready, so I got to get the butter off.
Camera turned off. I can't help it. So it's partially melted.
It's going to be half cup butter. 2 cups sugar.
Good start to any cookie recipe.
It's going to be 1/4 cup of cocoa, and we always use Hershey's just because it kind of... Sometimes brands matter.
Can't go generic on this one, y'all.
And generic milk. That doesn't sound right.
2% milk. It's from a cow.
We're going to let that heat up and bring it to a boil and wash my hands real quick here. We'll get that in a minute to bring it up to a boil, and then we've got... It's really quite a simple recipe. It is... much as I don't want to give it to y'all.
You say y'all.
Y'all.
We're from Southern California originally, and so it's kind of hard to say y'all or certain Southern terms now, but we've been here long enough that sometimes they just fall out of our mouths.
Sometimes I do. But there's really only 8 ingredients to this, but I'm just going to give this a stir here and there, break up the butter and let it come to a boil, and then we'll bring in the other ingredients.
And if you guys hear a weird clicking noise in the background, our dog, Ruger, we gave him the empty peanut butter container, and he thinks it's like New Year's Day. It's the best day of his life. But I also will say that we have renamed him. Well, it's a nickname. But have you ever seen, what's the Christmas movie?
Christmas Vacation.
Christmas Vacation. He is now Cousin Eddie. So that explains his personality in like one little term. He's kind of a doof. We love him, but he's kind of an idiot.
Name is Ruger, Christmas Vacation, Cousin Eddie, Randy Quaid. No, or Dennis Quaid. Randy Quaid.
I was saying like, oh yeah, I always think like Randy is kind of nerdy and Dennis is not.
I'd say you used to say Dennis was quite good looking, and
Dennis is good looking. I mean, he's getting up there in age now. He's had some plastic surgery, but it's, you know, let's be real.
Well, let's be real. She said she wasn't going to say that on these videos anymore. But let's be real.
Let's be real. I did hear
you don't really have to stir this constantly. I'm kind of doing it just because I'm breaking up the butter a little bit. But you can leave it a little bit till it gets going. But we're going to bring this up to a boil, and we're going to boil it for 1 minute. And then we'll add the other ingredients.
It's gonna be a 2-parter. We're gonna do part stovetop, and then we're gonna pause it and turn you guys around to our island where we do majority of our filming. But guys, give my husband a thumbs up because I actually got him to do the video with the Christmas cookie. I've been begging him for weeks. To do this video, and this is one that anytime we do a cookie tray, one of my coworkers actually used to bring Ziploc baggies to work to steal this one before other people got to work. So we'd make multiple batches of this one. And it's super simple, it's a classic, but it's like a favorite of many people. I don't know why.
I would say so, and usually we do make a double batch. We're doing a single batch because this year, this is mostly just for our family, but last year I did have to make 2 double batches, and I'm pretty sure once these get out and the kids eat them all, I'll have to make another batch, but that's just fun.
We try to break up our cookies and do a few earlier in December and then a few closer to Christmas because they do get stale and stuff if they sit. Some years we make 200 cookies in a weekend, 300 cookies in a weekend, but this year it's a little bit different, so. It looks so good when it starts
to bring up to a boil now. I'm going to let it get to a full boil, and then I'll set a little timer just for a minute. Then we'll add the other ingredients. Start stirring it, and
So tell me,
like I said, it's a pretty simple recipe. So
how long have you been making this one?
I've been making this one since I was somewhere around 8 years old.
So like 2 years. No, you're older than 10. So a few years. Where'd you guys get this recipe?
This one would probably have come from my Aunt Wanda.
And why? Like for us,
She was the best cook in my family. Allie's family has quite a few of them that are pretty good, but and we're not too shabby. But my Aunt Wanda was the best. All right, that's really coming up to a boil. I'm gonna go ahead and set my time really quick for 1 minute. That's all it takes is 1 minute to boil that. I am going to turn Pearl down just a little bit. She doesn't need to be that boily. As soon as this is done for a minute, I'm going to add the other ingredients, but I am going to take it off the heat right away as well, or at least turn the heat off.
Turn it around and do the rest. In the 30 seconds we have, you guys know we've been married for how many years? 27 years?
27 years.
27 years, and we've done Christmas cookies, literally every single year since we got married. In Sean's family, his Aunt Sandy started making them because she didn't have a ton of money, and so she made Christmas cookies for people. Well, we kind of have the same story. We started making them because we didn't have a ton of money when we first got married, and so giving homemade gifts was something that we could do and we were pretty good at. So we started doing this many years ago.
We did.
Yeah.
All right, timer just went off. We're going to stop that. I'm going to turn this Pearl off and add salt. Give it a little bit of stir. The vanilla.
I like when vanilla bubbles like that.
Yeah, so get this peanut butter in here. I try to do this. I mean, this is obviously still really hot, but you want the peanut butter to melt into the mixture. And so you kind of want to get in there when it's still hot, but it's pretty easy to do. It's 1/2 cup peanut butter, correct? Yes.
You can use natural peanut butter if you want, but like I said, with Christmas cookies, you kind of throw the like super careful eating out the window. So
yeah, we are a little bit of a Jif family, and for sure.
We have some of the one that you have to stir before you eat, but
so I just give that a little mix in and kind of let it melt. It goes pretty quick.
yeah, this is a good one.
And the heat is off, so it's just the boiling is stopped, but we're going to let the peanut butter kind of melt in there for just a second here. And then I'm going to add the oatmeal.
And the oatmeal is going to be 3 cups, I think is what we measured out. 3 cups of quick, like
it's just
quick,
yeah,
oats,
it's the quick oats.
The quick
yeah.
oats.
And that's pretty
Old-fashioned oats would just be way too chewy in this, so.
Just add that in. I add it all at once. Don't really need to slow at it. You just need to give it a good stir. And this is going to be it because we're going to stir this in. And once we get it mixed all together, I'll let it sit for just a moment to cool off just a little bit. But I don't want to cool too much because I'm going to pull it out by spoonfuls and put it on wax paper to make the cookies. And so you don't want it to sit too long. But if you try to do it when it's too hot, it's a little too runny. So just give that stir. You can see that mix in there is getting pretty good. So I'm going to give that just not very long, just a minute to cool down just a little bit, and then we'll start dropping them.
So we're going to flip you guys around to the island, like I said, and we'll be right back.
All right, everybody, we're back.
Oh, you should stand on this side, and I should stand on that side. Because of the height thing.
Well, okay. Here, I'll lean down a little bit.
That's what I always do. The counter leaner.
So,
the thinking man.
We've already got this done. They're no bake, so they don't go in the oven or anything. Now we're just going to drop them on the wax paper. Sometimes I use teaspoons. Sometimes I use tablespoons. Depends on how big you want to make the cookies. They're really forgiving in that manner. You can give them a little bigger or smaller, and when we end up doing it, they're all going to be different sizes, but that part doesn't really matter. So
that's perfect because you can grab a big one if you're really hungry and a small one if you already ate 7 of them.
Quite simple. I just grab a spoonful. I use the second spoon to drop it off, and it just right on the wax paper keeps it together.
Wax paper. This is parchment.
Parchment paper. I knew I was going to get in trouble for that. And then just keep dropping them down till they're all laid out. And after that, really, it's just a matter of letting them cool for, I don't know, a couple of hours. Oh, that was a little small. And sometimes when you drop these, I shouldn't say sometimes, every time you drop these, you're going to get a few little bits that fall on the sides, and those are for the person that makes the cookies. And so you can eat those whenever you want.
Can you intentionally do that, or does it have to be accidental? I was going to say
So this is the first time that my wife has made these cookies with me, because I always take ownership of these ones. So I'm not going to,
it is true.
I kind of don't want to tell her, like, if it's intentional or not. Maybe a little bit of both, though.
In 27 years, I think I've helped with these cookies never. The kids have, for sure, but I don't think I ever have. I just walk. Usually he drops them in our laundry room because I'm in here doing something. We have granite in our laundry room. And usually he'll drop them on the counter.
In our laundry room.
Yeah, we don't drop them on the floor. We have a counter in our laundry room, and he usually will take the kids in there so they have their cooling time and stuff. But dropping on the granite kind of escalates the cooling process, I would assume. Oh, that's mine.
Oh, no, that's too big.
That's too big.
That's like its own cookie.
That's not a cookie.
It's like its own cookie.
It's the size of a dime.
Well, it's a snack cookie.
A snooky?
Did you say snooky?
No? I think you heard me wrong. I said, I don't know what other word I can make of.
I was going to say, it's going to be a good night for me, but that would be a little too full.
Merry Christmas. You make me blush.
So, they go pretty quick. You can do this recipe in a double batch too, and that works very, very well.
We suggest that actually with the quantity that people will consume.
Yeah.
And they last, these ones, because there's no flour or anything that goes stale, these ones last a long time. I would say these ones...
As I'm going along, I'm making them bigger and bigger too.
I don't think anybody's gonna be mad. Do you need more parchment or are you solid?
Nope, we're good.
We'll have to count about how many this makes.
Yeah, because you can change the size so much, it's kind of hard. Like, I wouldn't say that. It's hard to say it makes this many dozen. You can do that if you want to say, well, if you use a perfect measuring cup or something, but with these, you don't need that. And the way you drop them, you don't really want something perfect like you would make other cookies. When they kind of cool down, they form just fine. So you don't have to do anything special. And each one's going to look just a little bit different, just like snowflakes. Merry Christmas, everybody. And yeah, so when you get like a... Never mind.
Is that it?
That's all of them.
Oh.
That's why we usually do a double batch, but we'll probably make another one.
We'll make another one. You know what I like about these ones too is like he was saying that they're...
She said that was her, but oh.
Dude, stop taking the damn stuff. I like that they're a little unique. Each one's different. You guys will learn this the more and more you watch our videos. There's so many accounts. No, this isn't towards you. There's so many Homestead accounts or baking accounts that we watch that they're like perfectionists and it looks like a bakery. We're not that. We're real life, real time. This is what you get. Welcome to our house.
You make these cookies, your family, your friends, your coworkers, they're gonna love them. They're the best. It took my wife several weeks to get me to convince me to come on here and make these cookies, and they're actually really super simple. They're not as hard as it seems, but they are the holiday favorite from most of my family and most of our friends. So
it's an expectation that if we bring a box of cookies to somebody, these are gonna be on it.
Yeah.
And there better be a lot of them. But anyways, thank you.
You're welcome. I hope you guys enjoy it.
Thank you so much for watching.
Thanks for watching.
We always appreciate you guys' support. If you have any cookie recipes that you want my husband to make, because he's actually a better baker than I am by like far. But if there's any cookies you guys want us to try, leave it below in the comments. Hit subscribe if you want to see. I think this is going to be day 4 of 14 of our Christmas cookie. 4 or 5? I don't remember.
And we're going to make our son do one. So.
Oh yeah, there was one that we were going to leave out, and he said, well, if you give me the ingredients, I'll go ahead and do a video with you. So we are going to make those ones, so you will see our oldest son make those with us. The other 2 have no interest in being on the channel.
They just want to eat them.
Anyways, thank you
Thanks
so
for
much.
watching.
We always appreciate you.
Now I got to watch this.